departments and agencies them. And today we dey look at government development agenda to the government's big five. We include Fifth Salon and other one them. And later inside the program, we go look inside issues them we they around the chief minister as an individual. But chief minister from that background and that introduction, your office they coordinates government activities them. And President Bill in his second term being promised people big five changes then we call the big five agenda with 1 year and above President Bill in office for a second term. Waiting on the happen with the promises.
Thank you so much for having me. Plenty. You know, we I go to Uncle Lily on a working visit this weekend. You actually they see the big five in full practice. Evidence, not to talk, not to wait till they're free time, but I waiting we see. As an example, the number one pan the big five in the agriculture feed salon. We see how Slurry then walk under the renovation where they go there, the researcher then where they there. We see Sleska, the seed entity, then get new infrastructure. Then they do research there. The people then they grow new kind seed and new soybeans then. We're not being get soybeans. So they talk about nutrition. You know, just the grab, you go and expand soybeans. You therefore develop the capacity. So now 91, we see an example of how the Ministry of Agriculture, the build institution then through Slurry, through Sleska for make sure say the feed salon continue. But we also see plenty farm them at Tonkolili. Some of the governments and biggest farm them at Tonkolili, they about 8 months ago, me and the Minister of Agriculture been go with tractor then, and then community then they then rest and they're not ready for harvest now. And the harvest they happen. Number two, pan the big five, now human capital development. We go to Central University. Now that university they start from nothing. President Bill supports them from in the beginning. Now they get 1,600 students there. Now the only university in that salon where they do cyber security. And the government and the bank them don't say all bank they need cyber security. Now only 9 people in that salon they do cyber right now. But now state of the art institution are the best technical institution in the country. And they do data science and they do all kinds of things. And then in a part of President Bill in human capital development. And then university they work with government through Ministry of Communication, through plenty institution, and then they also interact with Slurry. The third one now on jobs. We go to Myro. Myro na a company, then they employ 2,300 people in Tonkolili. 40% of them are women. 97% of them are locals of Tonkolili. And 70% of them are young people then. So we President Bill say for create jobs, that they mean through the enabling environment. And Myro, that we as the government don't support them back for change, for move difficulty they will then get. The British company, then get British investment. Just last week, the entity British International Investment been there. We get good partnership with them and they look for more company then for make medicine support. Then they work with the community. Because then they farm in blocks, now then they make plywood and they make pole and then they export more plywood from here past Ghana, and Ghana starts before we. And then they make charcoal from the trash then. Try they not stick people then they cut. Now they don't need for cut stick now 91 for make charcoal anymore. The charcoal now from the remains of them produced there, then they make charcoal. And the thing is, I sleep there. If I were in a government policy, is they with you people there. They cool pass. I don't remember the last how the place cool. Now because they get microclimate, they don't plant 12 million trees. You see there, not to the only person they go see a plant stickiness here. You see there, microclimates they. And that microclimates they already don't change the entire environment where they did. So now this now being said. The third component now on public sector.
All right. See, and before we can look at public sector, let's just clear something. We get for do with the Tonkolili waka where you go. The insert we play, we see we are in people and risk concern about road and light, and you assure them say una go look into them when actually governments could begin looking into them.
So Tonkolili, I mean, we'll go for break and down into so many parts. 91, Ago, Tego, Nasama, Bendugu. And all manner road problem then get. The road between mile 91 and Macroeconomic, critical. Because where in mile 91, for go Macroeconomic, because the Macroeconomic they come up for go Bendugu. We been get for go round pass Mashaka, come back inside McKinney, and then go Mashaka. When we for don't easily just go from 91 to Mashaka. Down road, then they begin maintenance within the next 2 weeks. I did me and the DG SLRA talk and it confirmed say then they already do always in the need for do the maintenance of that road so it could be pliable. But now then the road then the maintenance dry season, rainy season, it cuts off. So in the long term, governments already they look at PPP model and financing for do this road there. So where I tell people then so they do they begin maintenance and they are the DG SLRA talk. But the roads, I don't know if you don't want to go Bendugu. It take 5 hours from my broker for go. The road horrible, a bad. And until you as person go see them and experience them, it hard to imagine where you reach a bad road. And one specific impact, where I've been there as Minister of Education, the chief we did it, Honorable Musa Bendugu Jalo, he been sending me message. I don't want this here. They said, do you make me picking a exam center because the McBrook and they go see. When you reach there, you understand why. Why make it important? Say we give an exam center because for them beginning they come outside and they 5 hours for Kana McBrook, not to think of justice than they. So we get for arrange and solve some of them problem then they, and then hopefully we already. Actually, the Honorable Foyo sent me a proposal where I don't forward to SLRA, Ministry of Works, for do a public-private partnership. And this we get for think outside the box. The company did it. When they make boku money, then they work. That company, the government and community, the really community development fund, we get for fix that road for the people there.
We can look at you Wakana Tonkolili proper, but you start for talk about the deliverables within President will be promising in second term, and one of the top promises them now the feed salon we get for do it agriculture. But now we look at the global hunger index of 2024, we rank salon say Sierra Leone's hunger rate is serious with 82% of the population facing food insecurity, and 18% of those households are severely food insecure. And also a mention of factors them we responsible for this when high inflation, rising prices, climate emergency, economic decline. As chief minister, we coordinates government activities, and at this they happen at a time where feed saloon now the top priority of government, food insecurity, the eye. What do you make up of this data and statistics?
So it's a very good point. First of all, then data there, then statistics there, then they collect the data 1-2 years earlier, not to today then they talk about. So some of these things were true. Inflation had been 55% 1 year ago. Now it's lower 20s, and with the hope say, with God agree, they go under 20 by this year. Still high, will continue for go down. If you talk about climate, yes, because Sierra Leone very climate, and we do plenty work. But in terms of climate vulnerability, we are one of the most vulnerable countries then for climate. But if you just think about specific numbers, land under cultivation, we don't increase the land under cultivation multiple folds. Yields this year, just the land them, and now don't being harvest. Every day, people in the same for 2 and video day of the rest that we for harvest. We don't know the number yet. We will know the number by the time we next 2-3 months. But we know say we'll get plenty yield this year. Not just in rice, onions. We don't see the number. The price of yabas don't go down. Palm oil, we see say down this stable, and we get enough oil in the market. Rest, now we main, the rest we can measure. But other products, then we don't go down. Rest can take time, not to just the start, because you compete with the prices. Now India, you compete with the prices, then Vietnam. But we know say food day. We know the past that this country all these people then they die with hungry. We know this here. So food insecurity metrics also now about you. I bet you economic, and I make the economy day how you pay. It not mean say people don't get chopped for it, because if they see that day, they know we see.
Okay, you make mention of the climate. Yes, of course, the world they face climate issues. But what about the inflation, high inflation, rising prices, and economic decline?
Inflation they go down. It's not rising. It's actually declining inflation. So 10 months ago, as I say, inflation had been 55%, 54.5%. Last month, I think it was on 25%. It may be lower than that. I know fully see the not sticking in mind. But I know say the aim of the economic management team with President Bill the chair that the inflation will go below 20% by the new year. And members say with President Bill Binkan inside 2018, within 18 months, we reduced inflation to single digit because of the policy and wood. So we don't do one before, and I know so they don't want again.
All right. Chief Minister, you are aware, say at this moment, people will suffer, right?
A lot. Suffering day in a saloon, suffering day all over the world.
No, we step and down to saloon.
Now I make we the travel across the country. I don't go around. You just see inside people in the suffering day.
Okay. Now, the reason why I asked that one of the key thing we every day salon people eat get for do with rest, and we see we are in government that add or propose for add another 5% on rest. You think say with some of them percentage governments they add on rest, people go able for afford them?
We get for understand how developments they work. The point about developments now that we salon people then, most of whom the farmer then need for make money. The point, if the price of rest now 800,000, but you need to afford 600,000, you go take and say there. If the price of rest now 1,000, but you able to afford 1,500, you not the take and say there, right? Because now really see now purchasing, your ability for purchase. The thing about rice, for this all this time, if we farmer then, if we say we want to be fully rice self-sufficient, it means that we get for strengthen we farmer then for make money. Naya, we for subsidize we own farmer then Naya for make money, so then go compete with the farmer then within India and within other parts then. So some of the economic policy there, maybe it's like say it bets people then small, but they do it in the interest of the country and their own pockets tomorrow, because majority of the farmer then right now they just sustenance farming, subsistence farming. We want to make them get economic value from farming. So that means that we need for do policy them. We go make sure say then grow more food and they able to sell and compete with them food than they in comparison to the food then we come on in India and other parts of the world.
All right. Continue for the way to inside the program in name Dr. David Sengeh, and the Chief Minister today for talk about different activity them of government. We'll go for a short break. We'll continue the program. Good morning, Salon.
First Bank Win Big promo. Save Lilitin and win big. Yes, I say save Lilitin and win big. For take part by the monthly and grand draw, for new customer, open account with minimum of 1,000 new leons. You were the old customer at the bank, make sure say you get up to 1,000 new leons at your account. Remember say, the more you save, the more chance you get for win. You can also win fine price them like bag race, cooking oil, kitchen appliance, school tin them, standing fan, fridge, and plenty other thing them. Yes, the promotion don't begin. I say it don't begin. It is Saturday, January 6, 2025. Hurry, save now and win big. For more information, contact First Bank on +232 77 995481 and +232 74 518 558. First Bank Win Big promo. The reward where you they get for where you save now First Bank.
Do you know you can transfer money, buy airtime, and pay all your utility bills in just a minute? You can have access to your account anytime, anywhere. Welcome to the world of fast and easy. GT World. With the GT World, you can transfer money from one GT Co account to another, pay utility bills, get account statements, get airtime, and check your balance. With GT World, you can buy Excel anytime, anywhere. You can go to App Store or Play Store on your iPhone and Android devices, Download the app and enjoy. GT Code. Wouldn't you rather bank with us?
We're trendy and youthful. We're UBA.
Save small and win big. UBA, they celebrate 75 years of better banking service. And na Salon, the bank done there for 15 years now. This na big celebration, and we want give back to we wonderful customer them. We don't make we business go find one for the past 75 years with the UBA Savings Legacy promo. Save small and get your own share at least 350,000 leons. That's the customer them who get the chance for win cash prize every quarter. Just put 2,000 leons and above na your account. And the more you put 2,000 and above na your account, now the more you go increase your chance for win more. No wait till capu the chance now. Your legacy starts today. The draw them will happen inside September and December 2024. Join UB for celebrate 75 years of excellence. UB, Africa's global bank.
Best digital solutions. UBA, Africa's global bank.
The program is still listening to the Good Morning Saloon in the country from 98.1 FM. We will bring you this edition of the program. Musa Kamana, my name.
My name Usman Kamara.
And we still get the Chief Minister, Dr. David Sengeh, where they talk about government development agenda. Then, Chief Minister, before we go for that break, we talk about the inflation and also we talk about prices. Somebody go say, you say the inflation they go down, but the impact on the pricing. What's in the missing link?
The lag. The point about the link between macroeconomy and microeconomy, na area where plenty of people then they study that they show. So within the inflation and the forex exchange was stable, and the impact on the prices, not to one often, but then link. There's a lag, and government they work for make sure say the impact on the pocket, on the money with purchasing power, where you get money, how far your money they go. Governments they work across Ministry of Trade, across Ministry of Agriculture, and all managed the economic management team for make sure say people them money they reach far through the different services then they get. Because when you get money, what do you use the money for? You get for pay school fee. So government lower that burden there. You get for pay healthcare. Government ensure that you get access to healthcare in depending on who that you be. You get for pay for certain services. Government give them services and the quality services. That the money we they get, they reach far for the basic services that we need.
All right. CM, the issue of price, as my colleague mentioned, are one of the key things them way at this moment really the Hamburg salon people. Waiting at the problem we make seeing them the day by day.
Again, not to for discredit what's happening at salon, not global phenomenon. If you go now Europe, you go now America, you go now Asia, prices than there. In fact, some of the prices then we increased now, it increased by a higher percentage than inside there. We did it. I just put that into a global context. But now salon, I also want to where we disaggregate the data from the different components then, from the different food basket item then. So if you take yabas, now food basket, you take rice, that food basket, you take oil, you take the other components, then we did the egg. Yeah. So one of the things that we they happen, egg, we eat plenty egg in a salon. Trade the egg, not so we they determine the egg price, not so we market they determine the egg price, but the Ministry of Agriculture decides a poultry, and we get boku poultry farmer there. By the way, even then the feed for poultry, they get components there, they get maize, they get all that concentrates, and when that import we get for importer. So we see what President Bill in the Iowa just now that this World Food Prize. The one thing where we talk about now poultry feed, how for make sure say we get good poultry feed. Price not to governments just they say the price for B10 leons. It depends on the price of the concentrates at the global market, how the imports are encountered, and the availability of maize now. So we they try for reduce the thing that we able reduce, like more plants, more maize, change some policy that for many concentrates can. So it will lower the import prices. So we farmer then are able to grow more, in this case egg and more chicken there and and then that they will ultimately get an impact on the price to we the citizens and we buy that aid.
If you ask business people, and they will tell you, say, now because of the taxes where governments they add on the thing that we then the car to make things steadier.
Now they excuse that day.
It's not true. Not true.
It's not. It doesn't have to be one-on-one. That's the point. Private sector driven, and if you go now any side of the world, the free market economy, not good thing. Capitalism, different. Well, depends on where you are, but capitalism is good for the economy, and private sector should shape and drive it. But the link between private sector, greed, government policies, responsibility to citizens, it's not so simple that because of this nine and day. So most of these taxes here, this now import duty, on rice. We don't already engage them big importer them for 2 years now. Say do you want to begin farm now, and some of them don't. So if that importer they really care about the society, then go invest in farms. An example na PC and Sons. They mean they import yabas. We tell them say we they work together for men when do yabas. Then do and we see the impacts of the price. So if you're not importer, if you own business not just like they bring rest and sell and make profits by Nande, would they encourage you say now for consider for grow rest, for consider for buy rest. An example, all the rest in Nakambia, na Guinea they go in Mali. We self get role for play. How many people then they eat country rest? And then we say, oh, it's there, okay, fine, but it be more nutritious. So if you go buy cheap fen, we're not as nutritious, but you know it be then keep you well full one better. How does that go compare to if you buy rest where they make you well full, where AB, we get more nutrition, but they are small. So actually, in the economic sense, it makes sense to buy this other rest where they are small, we get more nutrition, where AB small. So if we all now say no, na salon rest would they buy, the price they go down. Because more farmer there go begin grow that rest day, will not go they pay the imports anymore, and then they go down. So that connected.
It available for make salon people depend on them.
All day the imports and Guinea and Mali, now the supply there. It day. And I make this year we don't increase the yields there, or they work with some of the entity there for buy that rest day and make it available. If we all decide, may that be the problem. When we say country rest load in the market, may that be the problem. But not that the problem now, it's available. So we as importers, we as citizens for commit say, I make like one citizen, Fabian, they do eat salon, buy salon, more do one with rest. More we eat salon rest, more eat country rest. If they are small, but it's better for you, it will make you better for longer.
Chief Minister, we look at issues that we don't talk about today. All it boils down to the status of the economy. Apart from the public outcry on the economy, different surveys then on the position salon economy as the one within bad shape. I'll take you to the MCC scorecard for FY 2024. It shows a salon fiscal policy score 7% and the inflation 27.2%. This is serious. What in government they do for improve the economy?
Government don't do plenty things for improve with macroeconomy.
But why need they reflect on the surveys and the living standard of the people?
No, it don't reflect. And I make inflation go from 50 something to 20 something. We don't have a reflection of the policy and what they do. It don't reflect. And I make the dollar rate so stable. One time my partner then tell me say the dollar rate so stable that then they ask questions why. But not to we they determine now we the IMF, all man would they panda dollar rates there. That means say the policies and what they do, they reflect. We don't see say how they reflect. British international investment don't give 20 million to EcoBank. For me, EcoBank the loans to markets there. Then they show say they reflect. Propaca now France don't give another 20 million or 25 million for make them do some investment in asylum. That means say they reflect. So the macroeconomic policy then way we they do, then they take time for reflect to the specific things around prices, but not to one-on-one, like I say.
All right, continue for the way to inside the program, Chief Minister. We'll go for a short break. When we come, we'll continue for look at more issues we get for do with government activity.
Promo,
Yes, darling.
you say you no get money this evening, but I take notice say you come with boku provision them. Make it no be say na trust you don't go trust them provision ya.
You don't wonder you say me trust? When you they talk about the magician and banking business na the country, Zenith Bank they number 1. You see them Cardia me an, then call them Visa and MasterCard. I can use them Cardia, take money na any Zenith Bank branch na the country, any side, anytime, and any hour. I can use them Cardia, do payments na supermarket, hotel, restaurant, pharmacy, or any shop where get POS machine. You can use them Cardia do online payment for goods where you want pay for online. Any banking transaction where you do with Zenith Bank, you must get bank alert for inform you the client about your account transaction, or can even send notification via email or mobile SMS for you where can do deposit or cash withdrawal. For more, just go to Zenith Bank their office na 18 and 20 Golden Street, Lumley, Kleintown, and Wellington Freetown, or then branch them na Lunge Airport, Bo, McKinney and Kenema, or can call 076 418 482 and 088 044 238. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
UTB, Union Trust Bank, the game changer don't come. As we the lead, others they follow. And just with your mobile phone, you will transfer and receive money with ease, speed, and safety. UTB don't make it possible for collect money na ATM machine without the ATM card. Now that's we call cardless ATM. You, the UTB customer, go send money to anybody and deposit and collect the money na any UTB ATM panel without any ATM card. All it can do now for just enter the reference code and collect the money. The UTB copper in safe day. With this UTB copper, any UTB customer can transfer copper with a mobile phone to anybody up to 5 million loans. And with the reference code, the person can go to any UTB branch and collect the copper. Union Trust Bank, we there for you.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue inside the program. We take one of headlines to read them outside the ecosystem manager for the Gola Forest, Bokari Silvanus Kumase. If human activity like timber logging, charcoal burning, mining, building, and other things them continue for happen na Cambodia Hills and not go take again, water go begin shutting na Kenema City. We talk this for sake of the plenty human activity them where they happen na this particular forest. For more on this, make we join Musa Kamara.
The Cambo Hill, na the eastern region of Saloon, then na the Kenema district, will extend to Kono and na part of the wider Gola forest landscape as reserve forest. We mean say it is under government protection for make people not engage in activity them na this park we go and bogam. But this not to the case, as the forest reserve they under serious threat because of mining, encroachment, timber logging, and other one them.
A lot of threats as we get now information that a mining company get established at a part of not a part of Cambridge. And beside the mining company, it also suffer from a lot of timber logging and also charcoal burning. In addition to that, it also suffer from what you call infrastructure constructions, really massive. They go on, and so many other things that happen within the Cambridge. And because of those things that they consider, say they are classified as other threats.
Imrana Kemosua, Eastern Region Coordinator, Conservation Society Saloon, where they work on the Gola Forest and the Cambo Hill. In Sawan Waka, na the Cambo Hill for Seka training, where EU support IAMDEV and Sludgeweed for environment journalism. I meet with one person where they broke stone na this hill as in reason why it do that.
A stone at the brook here, which Amambe day, past 1 year now. I may begin. People then they are past 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. We they go pull them inside the bush. Sunday with the meter up, Sunday with the dig, pull them. And at the walk, me and picky they would leave pana thing that there they do everything. Yeah, therefore help who get other hope that would left. Anyone no more who they able get we living inside the who left this. Yeah, now stone no more with the brook. People then they come for camp brook wood 1 thing. But the stick, you get people then are there forest guarded. They know they allow possible stick now. We being stone, they know they allow we dig like 1 2 further. You know they allow.
The European Union don't they support the Cambo Hill under the Preservation of Forest Ecosystem in West Africa PAP4 project, but waiting EU make up of the current status of the Cambo Hill. John Christian Abukpawo, na project manager on environment and agriculture na EU Saloon.
There are a lot of human anthropogenic activities where they happen at Cambo Hills, which is not encouraging from a project point of view because you go see say the management is not effective.
Imrana Kemosua, Eastern Region Coordinator, Conservation Society Saloon, believes say if Brookstone, charcoal burning, timber logging, and other one them continue at the Cambo Forest Reserve, the country go lose plenty of the protected animal them in that part of the country.
We get the pygmy hippo, we have the red columbus, black and white columbus, Diana monkeys, red columbus, we get the calago, we get the leopards, we get the chimps category, we get the Picatinniceps, and the pygmy hippo. These are very important animals and where they really deserve conservation. If we left them in the hands of the humanity, hunt them, kill them, then they will one day go into extinction. And if that happens, we should not be complete on the biodiversity aspect of it.
Bokari Silvanos Kruma, the ecosystem manager, Gola Forest, and stakeholder na Kenema District, say the waiting they be na the Cambo Hill. Now, one way concern them.
We water all the drink, we depend on from this Cambo. If this place don't begin poison soon, it means a threat to we who live in Kenema. If this forest go, Kenema Township and the district as a whole, we'll get forget more heat in the dries. We'll get for shorting with water, than they get for apple.
Established inside 1916, the Forestry Department been there under the Ministry of Agriculture, and now they are the Ministry of Environment and Climate Change, with key mandates for preserve and protect the Saloon forest cover and get law them for help and do this, like the Forestry Act 1988, where they amend inside 2022, the Wildlife Conservation Act 1972, amended 2022, Forestry Regulations 1990, Forestry Policy 2010, International Trade in Endangered Species of Wildlife, Fauna and Flora Regulation 2023. But with all the law and policy, the Deputy Director na the Forestry Department, Sir Kelly, Grise, plenty pan the Saloon forest cover, they under attack. But why?
We get a conflict in mandates, strong collaboration. We lack that one day in terms of working in with other MDAs. Then the few manpower within the forest department across the country for now. If I say several aside we go to the country now, I mean they're not get better forest garden. So that way we rally around and be in government for service and go for help for increase on the with staff across the country. So
plenty of the human activity them on the environment, most them now community people can do them. So I asked Harold Williams, environment journalist with over 15 years experience reporting on the environment with the national broadcaster SLBC, as to waiting government and partner them for make community benefit from the environment and make the environment safe at the same time.
The one them where they find them living inside the forest, and forget that enforce. Assess them knowledge of conservation issues and try to educate them and regulate them. Things like this not stop one time because the drivers are too many. So for say let us stop for the pull arm, that they create an economic deficit. So I believe regulation get for they on board way, the consumers, the exploiters, they all get for come to the table and sort out themselves. So if they organize themselves for exploit the forest, same way so they for organize themselves for protect the forest and learn about conservation issues.
By 2025, EU, they begin other projects na the Cambo Hill, but how this go involve community people for help preserve the Cambo Hill? I ask John Christian Powell.
We therefore can work with chiefdoms within Cambo Hill and the communities outside the forest for provide a lot of awareness, alternative livelihoods for me then keep the forest. There's another instrument we call TALT, Territorial Action for Local Development. This particular program, they go through a decentralization system, but the money for the action, they actually come to the chiefdom. So this chiefdom go organize themselves for protect the landscape we just did in the land. But in exchange for that, we get for give them money for me then use as a chiefdom for implement the chiefdom development plans. So whether na culvert, the ones, roads, boreholes, this is what we'll give them money for.
The United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 15, they say every member country for protect and promote sustainable use of the ecosystem, manage the forest, fight against land degradation, and reduce biodiversity loss. But Salone not able to achieve this goal 15 if they're not able to protect the forest cover. For Radio Democracy, Musa Kamara, the reports.
The program Good Morning Salone, they continue still inside the studios. We get the Chief Minister, Dr. David Sengeh, there for talk about government and different activity them we done they happen recently. But before we go for the break there, we still made talk about the economy, we talk about inflation and other things. So what in government do they do in that aspect? They as we for put policies in place for address the issue of inflation.
I think if you did we economic management meeting, one of the people that we the president always put on the sports and the banking supervision section of Bank of Salone. So for manage inflation and would inside IMF program, so by the way, people then can misunderstand the impacts for the IMF program. Within the IMF program, now even the European Union, they use IMF programs for show say you macroeconomy and you major work, they work fine. So now make the importance that we did in the program, because it not just means say they get this money, then grants and then loan them. It means that with policy then they work. That's the real reflection today. And so plenty people in the user. So now mostly the banking regulation, the new policy then with the Ministry of Finance they come with, the new policy then with governments they do in terms of how governments they process money, how money they work out, and the transparency we're involved with it. So right now, government financial processes get a lot of transparency that we partner then satisfy with Landy. All Landy they ultimately lead to how the microeconomy will be affected.
Rounding up on this issue, whenever they talk about hardship prices, then they go up. The joke is that salary, they go up. What in government they do for improve salaries or pension for people and maybe don't work for improve the living standard of people and for match up the increase in price?
The Minister of Finance will therefore get good news for people there. So do you make them follow, make them listen the budget, make them participate in the budget processes. Okay. There will be some good news from the Ministry of Finance. But in general,
in the area of salary,
more listening, more good news good on this topic. Yes, there'll be good news. But I think at the end of the day, the points that you're making is really important. There are 81, 82, 83,000 people then within a government payroll. And government wage bill, now in partnership with the IMF, World Bank, and Allman, now they set up the limits for government wage bill. Government wage bill include Allman within inside it. And with the increased salary, then we don't make pledges. You just grab and increase salary in the middle of the year. And you also know they just increase salary now for next year. You need for plan them and budget them in line with your revenue streams, in line with the expenses, the roads and what they make. If anyone planning roads and we then they talk to 100 million, 120 million. So it not just sound like, one for go make Samaya Bendugu Road with a good one. We need the $120 million to go to that road there, or more. One for do the Kenneth Mazimi Road, $140 million for the one. So if we want to do the investments in there, we also get that expense on government, and we have to balance that day with the need for increased salary and with the need for the all that in there.
Away from the economy and also the issues that we're going to discuss this morning, I begin you rule and by introducing you rule as one way to coordinate government activities for ministry, departments, and agencies. Them. Somebody will say the chief minister for their office, they monitor their activities. But recently, we don't see you in the talk, in the worker around the country. Recently, they talk Kolili last week and the weekend. Before that, even the corner. What's the reason for chief minister and worker in the province system?
It's a very interesting question. The chief minister in work now for day next to the people then. That means they bring government to the people then. All my job now government for do that day, by the way. But me in particular, me for the closest to the people. That's why I listen to what they want. Wouldn't tell me, then we take action. Will you tell me about some road? Okay, I've been in a Bendugu. Supposing the chief tell me now this speech, it say the ambulance we been there. That ambulance they send on to them, then they pull them back at their hand. The people in my broker. I send first of all, I send on to the minister, but they put on all man know. Say that ambulance we for go na Bendugu, we for go there. Because how if I not been good there and listen to them and then tell me and I experience and I see and then tell me say if belle woman and they put on panchia, they put on pan Okada, Panenka road, then they for go na Mashimbi or for go na my broker, that woman they need survival. You get for go experience them before because information not always the flow from the people them reality to we within our office then. Because you know me actually my office for the outside, my office in the country, my office not to state house no more there. One civil society person, I go and say name, but I'm not going to say name. They sent me a message yesterday. Say me they waste government money for go pan talk. And they waste government money for go sleep to with the people there in Sama Bendugu and understand them problem with water. First of all, government they give me per diem for the trip then they and they ask for per diem. Now me own money are they use. People don't define me, they own money then they use. But most being government been they pay for me fare for go and it pay me per diem. Wait, not pay me per diem. Now that then that government work. Government work not for wearing suits and tie and sit down at state house. Government work now for go near you people them. Understand what people want. Now that president you tell me. Now that they in been they do. Now that they don't see who for do. Now I make I go to that day. We go to people then. We listen to them. We eat what's in they eat. We dance with them. We hear what's in they tell we. Now they able to solve them problem then. Now Bendugu. Not to just not free turn and say, yes, the street lights, we will complain about and say the street lights, the timing, now 1 minute, now 40 minutes. And the 9 can say white people's problem. We there, young problem. Now that the street lights, now 1 minute if will be on and then 30 seconds off.
Right.
That woman then at Bendugu, a young problem. Now we get belly, we want for bone. Then they put on pan plastic chair, tie on pan bike, carry and go for 5 hours. Then they a real problem.
All right, now CM as you role now for a monitor different ministry, departments and agency then for see how they work on the carry on. But we may see recently also you may do on the spot check now ministry, department and agency then, but we don't see it all less a little bit. How you the monitor them particular ministry then now?
I still did one, just like the camera don't follow me boku. And every now and then I will get camera there. And the camera effect, by the way, not so for sure, say CM the work, because CM the work, right? They go 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock next time they come on. But now for make sure, say, I bring people them along, we bring people them, make them understand how governments they work, make it standard day. Say now this now expectation for public servants then, not so for just do the bad politics or bad governance. So we still do that day. I still be dropping every day at the message, like you know, directors on side, the messages say, why make that scenario? I see that day. And the most important one, now because citizens get access to it, any citizen will reach me with any genuine concern. I not always go back for tell them say I don't take action because it's not possible. But I promise them say any action where I see, if you can't meet desk, I take action to the person we responsible. Okay. And quite often then they act on that.
All right, you plenty visits now different area them and chiefdom. People get another way where they think, say, you get another motive behind we get for do with your political ambition.
You know, I tell people that yesterday, say, yes, I go campaign. Na campaign at the pan.
So you want to be president?
No, I know the campaign for politics, I the campaign for development. Me work as chief minister and I for campaign for development. We will not vote for President Bill. We all vote for President Bill. Where we say, and I can say this, the one that will not vote for President Bill, and the one that we vote for President Bill, now we all elect President Bill. When we elect President Bill, we gain the power. That power, now the people in power, now in a democracy. And President Bill in governance, and inside we can go outside, we can see that in the altar. President Bill not to state house, you can see that. We don't see they travel locally, they don't reach Bendugu. as president, we go do CDF, and I go one for talk for CDF, one pantina where I land, I get take a there from the street. We job as public officials, now that we for sit down with people there. So if the FSRP, the agriculture program, go there, the campaign for some president, no. If the director of water go and one of the major things that we may not be even realize with the people then talk, and then made a statistics salon and go there and do mapping at the region, really. Now campaign and the campaign for some president, that then what then they do. So me, whether than supervisor, we are goody. People then for gladdy instead of for begin say, oh me are gladdy, whether you gladdy or not, so they reflect on me. But people then for gladdy for say, these governments here really they understand what the people then they do. So tell and say, you know, to for begin say, oh, they misuse government money, or oh, you want for turn this, or you want for turn that. The campaign will the campaign and for make sure the development reach all sides. Then please then a Bendugo. Politicians are not in a rich day. Government people then. They only told them they go there and wouldn't want election. But we they go there not in an election period for understand and reach the hardest to reach area.
In your words, in the campaign for development.
Yes.
But my colleague rightly put some of them you wakaya now one way then don't people don't interpret as one way David Sengeh they beats the bush or the beat gun one go ahead. And at one moment after where you come on corner, we see the social media banter. At one instance, we see the first lady go on social media say, David Sengeh is not the president of Sierra Leone, and the president is Chilos Madabio. What do you think go can we then think in Yasu? What you say in a development you go campaign for?
Oh, two things. She's right. Me not to the president, me not the chief minister. All man know that the only president who get a president, Julius Madabio, and they do an amazingly wonderful work. Now blessing we get.
Reminding the people of saying Sengeh is not the president. Is signal anything?
No, it's just because I mean you talk to sometimes some other people, then we go they misunderstand the way they see Nadandia they do. So she's just saying he's not, and she's right. But look, at the end of the day, when it comes to wetting people then they talk, Chris Man said people then they talk bad butter. You know it's that Chris Man with the back. I look at interest it's all church. So if me what they do me work, I know see people then they we go there against. And here's the thing. What they do, what President Biosimo do, me work as chief minister, would they change the status quo? Would they change, would they break down barriers? Would they reach side and where people that have been feel say possible for make chief minister go? Minister then at this government and the good thing, and they do thing that people that have been believe say possible. So if you not be minister, and I know it's about government, particularly if you not be APC minister, you know one day reach the inside and they you know go vex. If you not somebody where you know they go work 8:30 in the morning and come out at 8 o'clock, and then somebody they say, not so for sure, for just inform the people then say, this morning I can't work 8 o'clock, I do this, I go now host 8 o'clock now next bar. You go feel bad, not so for you are the talker. That for the general public, for say we expectation of public service delivery should be higher. And I can say this. The one game possible they walk past me I they walk, I let me walk. But I know they walk reach President Bio.
Okay.
From morning, yesterday night, where I send a message, me I don't go lay don't sleep. Where I grab the morning, I see reply to me message. Now net, when me don't sleep, now they reply to me message. If the person when I in a me own boss, if they woke, say from morning, say net, when me don't sleep, I not go work.
Now, you did interpret your work, and people they interpret them another way. One vehicle way do they use for do this the radical inclusion way you can talk about, and again we see the first lady go say yes we don't see the real founder of the radical inclusion would actually get them saying that David Sengeh is not the president of Sierra Leone and talking about the radical inclusion that is not the founder. People don't they miss or people don't they interpret them different way, putting at the relationship between chief minister and the first lady.
Excellent.
Me
and the first lady, they eat together. And anything when I say, Mariel, me who they travel, who that opportunity who they get, we all eat together. Me, and I say this everywhere, now amazing woman. The work we don't do for girl picking them and woman then at this country, now President Bill, now they set we agenda for we. Nine they shape the policy, but in actual practice don't do amazing work. We don't see what he don't do. And I recognize that day, and I don't work with time, and I don't travel with time, and we don't do that day. But you mentioned something. You say people then they misunderstand, people then they misread, people then go see somebody tweet. And not today we all active on social media. Me are active on social media because now they the work day. Now they the people then they I want to hear what's in that random posting within a Bendugu say, what's in that random posting that Pujon say. Now then they not in a civic engagement. Now they. You know, I know they waste me time pan and where since I'm in motocar, where they some side I go respond and I go engage. But with the user as a tool of governance, a very active. But then we get plenty of people then with it be and we then they just want papi show and mommy show and for libele. And then libele people then they then want them we something they want make them go give them favor here and there. And then they go and misinterpret and then they make palaver come between people then. Palaver not between we. And I want for make my people they understand say there's no time in which me they go. First of all, I need to read plenty of people then comments there and post there. It's not what I use social media for. Before use social media for do good. And for me, inside this government here and the way we they engage with people, detractors then they, opposition then they, people then they way want you position, people then they way jealous you, people then they way they're not like that they talk about the thing the way they talk about, which is civic responsibility. So you talk about radical inclusion. Inclusion, not new. People then they don't talk about inclusion forever. But now me write the book Radical Inclusion. 7 steps for help you forget to a more just society. Line by line. No command in that book we not to me write. Nothing not the And the one that don't read that from the joke then where they get women are Peking to me paddy their name to where they na Harvard to where they MIT to IBM to how me and President Bill meet to the dinner conversation then line by line every comma that book in a me writer. The policy of radical inclusion. The first time where anybody use radical inclusion, and this is not just for people, not President Bill, it's about to user December 13, the National Stadium, per Hands of Our Girls event. I know when he used the word radical inclusion, and that's when they use it in the National Stadium. And that policy of radical inclusion, we come when a government policy where they say, it no matter how far place the hardest to reach areas. Now make we go Bendugu. Bendugu are the hardest to reach area in Tonkolili. Girl picking them. One day we get belay them for go school. We they see them with the day. People then we pull. Yesterday we go free prisoner then. Pull people them. People them we get disability. We interact with people with disability. We for do everything that we power for make sure see they're able to contribute them fullest potential in society. So then they will continue for practice.
You just make and clear say you and the first lady not get no issue. But another one again we done the day around social media back and forth with get photo with Dr. Blyden.
Me really happy back and forth. In they do what they do, me they do what they do. Me know actually they engage on social media back and forth.
So what really happen? We see some of in steps the way they take towards.
I don't know. For me as a citizen, me as an individual, I respect everybody. And I say this and I don't say this. I they respect that 5-year-old Peking, the same way they respect me daddy, the same way they respect me grandpa, the same way they respect all man. Because as Motaman then, we fundamentally believe say we are all equal. That if this young lady when a media graphic person, I want to understand what they do and high study and what's in challenge in the same way. But Motaman and other Motaman are not sound like so. Other people are different. Me, the second thing is, I know one day cause mommy calls, I not sabi because mommy calls. If I open me more to make come when they come out.
Right.
And not they physically come on me.
But Dr. Blyden alleged say you get people where you descend for Kosa.
And not say that because I think say waiting itself people there, they say and then one day say Sengeh cause. And then one day get evidence say Sengeh tell poor scene for Kosa.
But not that they allege. So you get people way
you work on behalf of allege say you get $10 million, but that means you get $10 million in your pocket.
So on a can talk on personal note.
Me, I mean they talk trade because now respectful and a big woman and as somebody we don't do. Me ain't been the text, me ain't been the chat. So the point where this happened, me ain't been the chat. But if you want, I can post with chat then. Respectful, credible relationship I get with everybody. I know one day cousin. I know one day tell her. I know one day. In fact, the last text text me, call me petulant. That's I say me a big man, so they call Daniel. You don't go call me that day. Now I say yes, me a big man, boy, all past me for 20 or 20 years. I say okay, but not tell me that day. Me a big man, we get picking there, we get responsibility. Me not to picking, me not to bow. Me a big man, we get responsibility for picking them. Even in that day, I engage them with respect. And I say this because as citizens, we have to understand that how we they interact. Big man, oh, small pikino, old pal, you don't get any right to cause anybody.
Okay.
For you, sir, for other people there, nobody you don't get right for cause.
Now, let me look at in comments them way they make against you person. You they see them?
I did see them, yes.
What's your key response to them?
I just smile. I just say, I just smile. I mean, what can I do? You know, I'm grateful for President Bill. The reason we make Ade, Usa Ade, and why make Ade sleep now and relax is that President Bill, they mentor me very directly. And they tell me about the challenges that we go through. And they tell me about the way we people then cause and no cause, no, they would not cause. Well, I want to see in this country. Nothing do they not tell President Bill.
So you think they mentor you for the bigger job?
They mentor me for my do me work fine. But they elect today. What's in President Bill don't do for we country. And then one day happen in our history, it carry go UN. It make we become the largest and biggest country when it's about education. And then they don't help agriculture, don't come off feed salon. They don't make we get the kind of respect we get in this country. This is a person we then cause. Say now don't come now and make salon the biggest country in the continent, really public
and
image.
And you think say then cost out then issues are when they tell you, they prepare you.
No, I just they learn from my experience. Say not to the course then they cost you. 90 determine whether you be and where they go. With here they learn from patience, integrity, credibility, consistency, love for your country. Now then they don't show me.
Okay, Louis, if before we go for a break, quick last with this one in. If not the First Lady reminding Australians that Sengeh not to the president, or the tweet say Sengeh not to the original founder of Radical Inclusion, where they use as vehicle for communicating messages, it would be Dr. Sylvia Blyden saying things, or it would be another person. How you can receive them message, and what do you think say that the reason behind some of these things?
It's a good point. This year so person yesterday, economy line, they begin say. It cost me. It really came fascinating to me that way citizens then get access to me. I like criticism. I like debates. I don't there. We don't can. And I learn from criticism. And in fact, I'm a book Radical Inclusion. I talk to you for engage with the person we against you.
So any plans there for engage Dr. Blyden? We think so when I get small.
If I meet her on a road, I will shaking hand. If I meet her, there's no. I don't have anything personal against her. People then get vexed. I don't know why I make it vex. It look like it vex. I pray for her. I pray for all my. The vex with all my vex. May then all hearts go down, and hopefully that may go translate. Now pray me, they pray. I get plenty of people they pray for me. Myself they pray for myself, and I pray for plenty of other people.
So why you think say people vex by you?
People in the vex for people, therefore. People in the vex, by the way, this is interesting. I can they interact with people there online. Somebody go come on other side, can't vex for me. Say, but not for the interactions and people they are. I say, why? You're not chief minister. Oh, if me not chief minister, I never go play ball with them, but then in my area. If me not chief minister, I never go parade for go watch game. If me not chief minister, I go na Bendugu. By the way, artists then come on McKinney, then go play. I go perform with them. If me not chief minister, I never go na stage and go perform na Bendugu with McKinney artists then. If me not chief minister, I never walk on a street. People then get in your mind of waiting then think say chief minister for you. Then get in your mind of waiting and think say somebody will get power for you. Me, now a normal, regular, go happy, lucky, hardworking citizen, we get boss, will they give you the entire freedom.
Okay.
One day, and this is important, One day, President Bio not tell me say Chief Minister not dress so. One day, President Bio not tell me say Chief Minister caught you here or not put line here. One day, President Bio not tell me say Chief Minister not go yonder. If the person when I'm boss, not tell me how I for show up, because it believes I for show up fully in my own way, how I for show up so I will do me work. Why make I for listen to somebody when I not sabi, I not sabi me, not sabi why they do something. Okay. We go say, oh, you know for the rap self. Chief Minister, now waste time they go rap. Chief Minister, they go benduku now waste time. Why?
All right. But before you left from the studio, you get forgive some from acapella then, because Radio Democracy will get with dinner on December 13th. So therefore invite you, do a nice song for Radio Democracy.
You want to perform there?
Yeah, definitely.
You ever talk to the manager and the penina. You ever talk to the manager.
All right, continue for the way to inside the program. In name now Dr. David Sengeh and the Chief Minister, as they are for talk about different activity of government. We'll go for a break. When we can, we continue the program.
Any hour when you sleep and wake, you dey ask yourself, wetin GT Bank get for we again? Well, GT Bank gladly for tell you say, anybody can do MoneyGram and real money service na any GT Bank branch near you and receive gift wey go make you at gladly. E no mean say pass you be GT Bank customer. It like you not to customer na the bank. Just back a go na any GT Bank branch near you and do you real money or MoneyGram service and receive fine gift from GT Bank. GT Bank, it go better. You bank with
Salon Commercial Bank don't come with new banking products them for make life easy. With Million Online Bank and Million Mobile app, you can able for use Salon Link money transfer for send money to anybody. It let you not get bank account. Transfer or receive money now the same bank or any other bank. Transfer money to person or office. It let you not get the account number. Buy extra line, pay other bill them, and now get advanced salary. You don't need for worry again, but almost money than you earn. Because you can able for pay for things the way you buy in a supermarket and other shop them with the quick response code payment. Jagbadon done for the boss man them. With Beyond Online Direct, you can upload salary, pay all your supplier them, sell forex to Salon Commercial Bank, and watch your account anytime. If you need the app, download them from Google Play Store or any Apple Store or go on Salon Commercial Bank website www.slcb.com. Sierra Leone Commercial Bank. Delivering God.
Radio Democracy 98.1 FM.
For carry on with the good work where Radio Democracy done they do and still they do, and then support where they still they give to the nation, which then quality news and program them.
The Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM presents Annual Dinner and Dance 2024.
Plenty people of high standard go day, plenty enjoyment go be. This na dinner with style, side attraction, get for day. Meet with party them way you don't say you not see.
And go make new one then.
All this go be Friday, 13 December 2024, 7 o'clock evening.
The venue for this event na Catco Wilkinson Road, where they near Freeton Supermarket.
I'm sorry.
Well, as you hear the jingle, now for joining Radio Democracy, na Catco International and Wilkinson Road as we get with dinner and award night, December 13. If you want your ticket, can I Radio Democracy? We'll go for a short break, when our cabot, and when we come back, we continue the program. Good morning, Salon.
Take tranga, talk for yourself. I say, stick now you in mine. I say, because all they gonna touch, but all man get you on different prayer point. Oh, yeah. I say, for the local content, I say, money, no. I say, how you do? I say, for the you not tough man, mine. I say, 1, 2, 3. 3 O's, I say, all together. I say, boy, you not tough guy. Now they tell me picking I say bring for me that thing I say la what more. I say la look the cannaba job way for they be they do way not being the strong now. I say low for that side. He say if I show you the job you not go happy. Now say but uncle for the all of a sudden I say he don't knock three. Now say I say na local content. Na he say he say what about he say you the copy you not the study. Na say na true man. I say because I not been dey use me glasses for uncle for the in business. I say uncle for the. Then say when can go for go monitor. Then coming in them for no whether then get local content there. I say, wait you go inside and come out. I say the local content na the coming then they don't mind and then pass 100% clean. I say man powerful mind. I say one thing uncle for the I know even Shabuta in deputy. I say, oh man, don't take the thing, you don't make a all call it all round all. Now you want to get the each mine. I say, so man tough. I say, Pambu. I say, now I don't believe that talk with them can tell me to walk about in this country life. If you don't some pushing, I say, till. I say, if you go away, you back again there. I say, no, me na man will not like Moses law. I say, no, I dare oppose justice, nine days okay. I say, you remember that boy killing teacher? Yes, boy, I say, you remember that boy there? I say, na me the ask for and this bent and they say, what about to? He say, you brain flow. He say, Bobo, Bobo de Babel, man. I say, Bobo de Babel. I say, why all teacher in the 6 feet down the road? Ebo? I've been this one, keep 1 minute silent, but this thing is painful, man. I say, God money, no, how you do? I say, Kenya artists, them plant song go. I say, Kenya artists, I say, them, I say, they offload it. I say, the person no go say this, that. I say, them back native song. I say, they inside the song, them go to native language back. I say, they bang the tongue. I say, this country, I say, oh, no, make and so no more. I say, the thing don't tight. I say, tight to, especially when it comes from that tax business payers, now the thing go wedding trusses. Me, na the work about.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue. Chief Minister Sengeh from Walkabout. Just want to use the opportunity for ask if you don't hear the song from the Kenema Boys. We are in and say it's a great system.
I don't hear the song yet. Okay. I think greed na an interesting how do you call it? What's that the word? Descriptor. Greed bad. Nobody never be greedy. Nobody never be greedy, but greed is an element of. Are you greedy as an individual? Are you greedy to an individual? Are you greedy to society?
Then say a greedy system.
Greedy to that.
Greedy system meaning the government.
Yeah, but that's not true. Governments, they pay school fee for 3 million people, then governments, they make roads, then governments, they provide energy, government, they provide water, governments, they provide job, then governments, they do feed salon. So government, they share within governments get. So as a system, this is the point. If you say government greedy, then yes, government, they spend money. If you look at in expenses and money where they can, where they collect, you cannot say government greedy. You cannot be greedy with which you not get, as an example. Then get a viewpoint. It's their point. We respect it, but it doesn't mean it reflects
any plans
reality.
for engage them because they say they're not glad. because then
Plenty
do
people not
something.
glad.
Then do something for the government. We are in. Then say them they do some songs them, and they not get anything in return.
We recognize, we don't read, we don't people that don't engage them, and people that, by the way, grievance is allowed.
Okay.
Grievance is welcome. And when people then get grievance, we engage and understand. Their grievance doesn't mean it's right and correct fully.
Okay. We'll look at a few text messages them inside the program, Usman.
And this one from Patrick Musa Mamadou, say, Chief Minister, this government totally disappointed some of us. We thought that President Bio's second time should have better, but there is still issue.
This one says, Chief Minister, so intelligent that he did not see you to be a fantastic man or man of the one party, but a country-loving man. Though, okay.
This one from Ibrahim is say, anytime Chief Minister can na radio and not get out, you make my day, boss.
Okay, we continue for look at more messages than this from Abdullah Obameyang Tarawali on our Facebook page. They say, thank you, Chief Minister, to visit my chiefdom, Samia Bendugu. I am pleading with the government to consider us, especially in terms of health facilities, education, road sector, and water facilities.
And this other one from Abubakar Rashidi say, Lebele, do you do that? Then the Lebele, Chief Minister, do you tell we?
Okay, this one from Tawabang M. Kurman on Facebook page. They say, thank you, CM, for making government difficult to understand. You are gem to this country, and we are proud of your leadership in ensuring that President Bio administration succeed.
This other one from Alaji say, Chief Minister, I hope you have seen the road condition in Bendugu and other places. What is the government plan to address that?
This one from Mystic Nadwazak. They say, Chief Minister, where it went wrong between you and First Lady.
This other one from Raymond de la Soa Goteki say, this Chief Minister has changed the dynamics of political leadership from boss to servanthood. We miss the approach since independence. In my opinion, his approach looks strange because we are not used to his excellent way of leadership. Keep it up, my humble, honest politician I have ever seen.
This one from Engineer Ibrahim Lubu Kamana on Facebook page. They say, it says CM Central University was Canadian college. So how can you say it was President Bio that supported it when it started before 2018?
All right. That's not some of the messages there.
Thank you. I mean, I think thank you for the positives, for the negatives as well. We'll take them feedback then day. Waiting I want for actually go on with regards to waiting I land Nat Sonkolili. The chief there. Amazing leaders. Wuguna Mabonto, the chief they waiting I see the chief, the people that we contest with the election have in June. They all been there. Try the way election the day for paramount chief and all the hits when I said then family matter, then they talk again. But then all the day and I glad for PCR Mami and talk about the water and we then we there around them with government and you see the unity with it. That Samaya Bendugu, the paramount chief, they talk about how then they use the community development fund. They don't read billions, but they don't use that. Then they build guest house. They bring water to in community. They don't give scholarship then to people then, and plenty other things than way they do. You see how leader they work with in people then for use resources where they come up from the state. And one feedback where I get, yes, on the road. Yesterday, I text President Bio, where did they? Because of that kind of leadership and governments they'll get. So we'll get for address that road condition day. He accepts that day. It will take time. We will find the right set of resources. Like I say, hundreds of millions for all them roads and they, not just like Tonkolili. But I want perhaps for say Tonkolili now an example of what governments don't do. This government here, and the big five. All waiting we say and with the promise for the Minister of Youth yesterday gave 216 young people there, most young girls, young women, soft grants, not their money, not their phone with UNDP. Trade, when ministers say then they do something, you hear say money don't lose. But yeah, I don't know the hall. Then all the money can on their phone. And this now research will show say if you give people their money, cash, then they're able for use and for develop themselves. And this now a pilot where we launched yesterday. And the one thing about injustice where I want to end with, one body will free Now, some Kolili people that they eat money, go pay fine for people there. 17-year-old student, a thief battery. Within a system where underage, enough for in a jail. They go a thief battery, then fine and guilty, then fine and 3,000 or get 24 months. So this picking here for don't miss school for 2 years because you able to pay 3,000. Then an unjust system. So we they continue for do that, and they would invite other people them for free, people then we pull out of prison. But the government also don't change the law now through the Criminal Procedure Act, we say then petty crime, then they now you go work in a farm or you go clean street, you go do something, community service, and plenty other things than the Criminal Procedure Act. Now then they not justice, now then they not inclusion, now then they not radical inclusion, and they continue for use that for deliver the big five.
Plenty thank you for joining inside the program this morning. In name now Dr. David Sengeh, in the Chief Minister Simindea, for talk about different government activity them and safe issues where they around the Chief Minister. We it all respond to one for say plenty thank you to producer Michael Sambula with support from Mange Mansari and Kabia. Plenty thank you to John Kamara, DJ Sugar Kewigi, technical support, Joseph Songa, Jaffa Mans Davis, Fatmata Samura, Mekuna see live na Facebook. So till meet another time, my name is Usman Kamara. Have a wonderful day.
And Musa Kamara say bye-bye.